Dear chosen one, there's something inside you that you may not fully understand. It's not loud or obvious, but it's there. A quiet pull in your spirit, a soft feeling that keeps showing up when you're alone, when the world goes silent, and when your heart starts to speak. It's not anxiety. It's not your imagination. It's not just a thought. That feeling is God. He's been drawing you closer, not with noise or pressure, but with gentle whispers. He's trying to get your attention because he's been preparing something just for you. And now he wants to speak to you, not to everyone else, just you. This message is personal. God has been watching you, not just what you show to the world, but the parts of you that no one sees. He saw every time you kept going when you wanted to stop, every time you cried in silence, every time you had to smile when you were hurting. He saw the times when you were misunderstood, when people judged you without knowing your heart. He noticed when you chose to forgive instead of holding on to anger. He watched you pray even when you weren't sure he was listening. And now he wants you to know he saw it all. He was there the whole time. Everything you've been through has been preparing you. Nothing was wasted. Every delay, every disappointment, every closed door, it all had a purpose. You may have thought things weren't working out, but God was protecting you. Sometimes, what looks like a failure is actually God stepping in to stop something that isn't right for you. He wasn't trying to hold you back. He was holding you together. And now, the season is changing. There's a shift happening in your life. It's not loud or dramatic, but it's real. You can feel it in your spirit. Something is moving. Something is about to begin. You might not see it on the outside yet, but on the inside, you know that things are different. You're not the same person you were. You've grown. You've changed. You've been prepared. And now, the new season is beginning to unfold. But here's the thing. You don't have to announce it. You don't need to prove anything. This isn't about showing off or getting attention. This is between you and God. Some things are sacred. Some promises are meant to be kept quiet until they're ready to bloom. God is asking you to hold this next step with care, to guard it, to protect it like a seed planted in the ground, hidden but growing. You've been chosen for something special, not because you're perfect, but because you didn't give up, because you kept showing up, because you trusted God even when it didn't make sense. People may not understand your journey. They might question your choices. They might think you're being distant or different, but they don't need to understand. This isn't their path. It's yours. This next season is about faithfulness. Quiet, steady faith. God doesn't need you to be loud. He needs you to be loyal. He's asking for your trust. He's asking you to follow his voice, even when no one else hears it. He's teaching you how to carry something holy. And holy things can't live in noisy, distracted places. That's why some people have faded away. That's why certain things don't feel the same. It's not rejection. It's protection. God is creating space in your life. Space for something pure. Space for something meaningful. And that means letting go of what no longer fits. You're not being cold. You're being called. You're not distant. You're being developed. The change you feel inside is real. It's growth. And growth often comes with discomfort, but it's part of the process. You're becoming the person who can carry what's next. Heaven has seen every decision you've made in faith. Every time you chose to be kind. Every time you stayed patient. Every time you gave when you had little. Every time you kept believing when nothing around you gave you a reason to. You've been faithful in the hidden places. And now, God is getting ready to reward that faithfulness. but it won't look like the world expects. It won't come with loud celebration or big announcements. It will come quietly. It will come naturally. It will come in God's perfect timing. What's coming is too valuable to be shared too soon. If you speak on it too early, you might attract unnecessary battles. Not everyone is meant to understand your calling. Not everyone is meant to celebrate your breakthrough. And that's okay. God is asking you to carry this next season with wisdom. Don't post about it. Don't try to explain it. Just live it. Let your life be the proof. Let your peace be the sign. This is not about getting credit. It's about being ready. It's not about being seen. It's about being secure. God is trusting you with something that He doesn't trust just anyone with. And He's watching to see if you can carry it without needing applause. This is a test of your maturity. Can you protect the promise while it's still growing? Can you wait until it's fully developed before you show it to the world? You don't need to rush. You don't need to prove anything. What's meant for you will come. And when it does, it will be clear. It will be right. It will be undeniable. Until then, keep building in silence. Keep praying in private. Keep walking in obedience. Keep trusting the process. You haven't missed your moment. You haven't fallen behind. You're right where you're supposed to be. The waiting wasn't wasted. It was working. Every day you chose to believe was a day that built your faith. Every tear watered the seed. Every struggle added strength. And now the harvest is near. So keep your heart open. Keep your spirit quiet. Stay focused. Stay ready. What's coming is sacred. It's not just a blessing. It's a calling. And it requires your full attention. It requires your whole heart. It requires your silence, not out of fear, but out of honor. God is saying, this is between you and me. He's not asking for performance. He's asking for partnership. He's asking you to walk closely with Him, to listen, to trust, to wait, because what's being formed in you right now is holy. It's not for display. It's for destiny. This isn't the end of your story. It's a new beginning, a new chapter, a fresh move of God in your life. And it will be worth every second you spend waiting, every quiet yes, every silent prayer, every moment of obedience. God has been writing this all along, and He's not finished yet. So don't give up. Don't lose heart. You are not alone. Heaven sees you. Heaven hears you. And heaven is moving on your behalf. The shift has already begun. The breakthrough is already in motion. And when it comes, it will be more than you hoped for. It will be the kind of blessing that makes everything make sense. You were never forgotten. You were being formed. And now you're ready. Not perfect, but prepared. Not flawless, but faithful. And that is enough. You don't have to explain or prove to anyone what God whispered to your heart. If He gave you a promise, a vision, or a word, He also knows exactly when and how to bring it to life. You don't need to rush it. You don't need to post about it. You don't need to convince anyone you're called. If God spoke it, He will fulfill it. But right now, He's watching how you handle the in-between, the silence, the waiting, the moments when nothing seems to be happening. He's not just interested in giving you a platform. He's more interested in shaping your character. He's asking you quietly, can I trust you not to chase the spotlight or make an idol out of the outcome? You see, the blessing isn't the goal. Obedience is. Fruit will come, but right now the roots are being tested. And roots grow in secret places, not where everyone can see. That's why you feel hidden. That's why it seems like no one notices you. You might feel overlooked or forgotten, but you're not. God is working deep inside you. He's growing your strength in the quiet. He's preparing you so that when the time comes, you'll be able to carry the blessing without it crushing you. He's anchoring you. He's humbling you, not to hurt you, but to protect you. When the door finally opens, when the opportunity comes, you'll look back and realize every delay had purpose. The silence wasn't punishment. It was preparation. The waiting wasn't wasted. It was building endurance. The tears you cried in private, the nights you asked, "Why not me?" They were seen. They mattered. And one day, it's all going to make sense. That's why you haven't been able to share everything. That's why God's been keeping things quiet. This is not about getting likes, followers, or attention. It's not about clout. This is about covenant. What you're carrying is holy. The vision on your life is weighty. It's not casual, it's costly. That's why it's felt so heavy. That's why you've been under attack. Because the enemy saw your potential even before you did. He knew that if you ever walked fully in your identity, you would shake things in the spirit. You would walk in power. You would be unstoppable. And that moment? It's closer than you think. Quietly, steadily, suddenly, it's coming. God is aligning the pieces. He's putting things in place that you can't even see yet. And when it all comes together, it's going to shock the people who counted you out. The ones who misunderstood your silence. The ones who thought your stillness was weakness. But God knows better. And when He reveals you, there will be no doubt who sent you. Until then, walk wisely. Stay hidden. Keep it between you and God. You don't have to rush the reveal. You don't have to prove anything. Just know this: heaven has seen it all. The sacrifices no one applauded. The battles you fought in silence. The moments you wanted to quit but whispered, "God, I trust you." Those moments reached His throne. He saw them. He heard them. And they matter more than you know. God isn't measuring your worth by how loud you are in the storm, but by how deeply you trust Him in it. He sees the way you've stayed faithful even when it felt like nothing was happening. He sees how you've stayed close to Him even when you were disappointed. And now you're standing at a turning point. Everything is shifting. This is not just another season. This is a divine appointment. What felt like silence was actually set up. God has been getting everything ready. The doors that shut, they were protecting you. The people who walked away, that was divine alignment. The isolation, it wasn't rejection, it was preparation. Because God never brings someone into public purpose without first preparing them in private. Now the preparation is turning into promise. The waiting is giving birth to movement. Heaven is shifting things in your favor. You've been marked for this. And more than that, you've been mantled for it. You're stepping into something bigger than you imagined. Something that will outlive your name. But don't rush it. Don't speak too soon. Let God unveil it in His perfect time. The truth is, the blessing is going to speak for itself. You won't need to explain or promote it. People will see the shift in your peace, the change in your confidence, the doors that open with no effort. They will see God's hand on your life. And they'll know. Because this was never about proving your worth to others. It was about fulfilling a promise from heaven. Not everyone will understand what you carry, and that's okay. Some people were never meant to. That's why your journey has been so unique. That's why you felt alone. You've been growing in places most people never see. You've been shaped in the shadows. And now, the spotlight can't corrupt what God has already refined. You're not too emotional. You're not too intense. You're not too much. You're called. You're chosen. You're right on time. And everything you've walked through, every mental battle, every spiritual fight was not a setback. It was training. It was growth. You weren't losing. You were learning, becoming, maturing. God let you walk through the fire so you'd come out stronger. Not just for your sake, but so nothing could take away what He's about to place in your hands. And now, heaven is responding. God is sending people into your life who get it, who see you, who honor the oil on your life, who speak the language of surrender and understand your silence. These are covenant connections. People who've also been through the fire. People who've also waited in the shadows. And when they come, it will feel like peace, like rest. You won't have to fight to be seen. You won't have to prove anything, because now you're no longer chasing applause. You're chasing purpose. You're not after platforms. You're after presence. And that's why this next chapter is going to blow your mind. God is about to open doors you didn't knock on. He's about to place you in rooms you didn't ask to be in. He's about to bring opportunities that only He could create. Not because you campaigned, but because you surrendered. Because you trusted Him in the dark. Because you chose stillness over striving. And that's what heaven noticed. That's what moved His heart. You didn't lash out. You didn't try to prove yourself. You just kept walking in faith, kept showing up, kept trusting. And now comes the shift, not just a small change, but a complete reversal. Some of you will see breakthroughs in your finances. Some will step into new careers or businesses. Some will finally see family restored or ministries birthed. And it won't be because you begged. It will be because you believed. Because God is faithful. If you whispered it, He will bring it to life. But don't forget, this is still sacred. Don't get so excited that you share too soon. Some things are meant to stay between you and God until they're fully birthed. Keep it sealed. Keep it protected. The enemy would love to attack it before it's ready. Don't give him access. Keep walking in wisdom. Keep staying surrendered. This is just the beginning. What's ahead will be bigger than you can explain. These are the only God could have done that moments. But they're built on quiet obedience, on trusting without proof, on faith without applause. So ask yourself, are you ready to be blessed without needing attention? Are you ready to hold the promise without needing to post about it? Are you ready to carry the glory without seeking glory? Because if you are, then get ready. It's coming, and it's closer than you think. Keep walking, keep trusting, and keep it between you and God until He makes the announcement. You've been trained in silence. Now you're about to be revealed in power.